As we look back to Boxing Day, it was a great performance, a great result, great all round.
Yeah, just what we needed. You know, we look at our home form over the last couple of seasons, and not many teams come here and get things off us. So we certainly weren't going to give anything away on Boxing Day, and the message was clear before the game. You know, don't get worried about other people, but we are 5 points behind. Whatever way you look at it, we're 5 points behind. We need to close that gap. So I think they took that message on board, and you know, everyone, even the substitutes coming on, bought into what we were doing, and it was fantastic all round.
And the last two games have produced goals galore, and one of the comments that has been made on many an occasion from people just in conversation, it's like watching the TNS of old. But as I reminded people that you got manager of the month for October, so it's only a small blip.
Yeah, there's been, if you look at the teams of old, we've always tried to play the same way. Nothing's changed in how we go about our jobs and how we set up and try to play the game. Nothing changes. So the TNS of old, yeah, it was the TNS of old, but this season we've certainly been the TNS of old in certain games as well, where we've totally dominated. The difficulty comes is when teams try and stifle us and go man for man and try to kill the game, you know, and it's negative, but you know, certain teams have got results out of it. So I always say we have to come up with a solution and be better and be better in 1v1 situations and make the right decisions and give your teammates the options they need. But whatever way we play, whatever formation we play, we always play like, you know, the TNS way.
And the last two games have produced 6 points, 11 goals for, none conceded. Would you say confidently that the corner has been turned?
Yeah, and that has a lot to do with you know, defensively getting better, getting stronger. Players know what we want from them, and certainly, you know, if you look at Blaine Hudson coming back into the team, you know, I don't really want to single out anybody, but if you look at how he deals with set plays, crosses, how he organises in there, he's a major contributor to them. And
as is widely recognised, confidence plays a big part in football. So going into the game against Cefn Druids on New Year's Day, there's certainly lots of confidence in the TNS camp.
Yeah, there is, and you know, we're not silly enough just to think that we can turn up and do exactly the same thing again. Because speaking to Hugh after the game, he had a game plan that he accepted, and he admitted himself that didn't quite work. But you know, he wants to beat TNS. He says he hasn't done it, and he's looking for different ways of trying to do it. Managers now are looking at us thinking that we've got a soft centre. That's not the case. You know, all the best teams have a little bit of a dodgy spell. You know, I'm not comparing us to Man City, but if you look at you know, the best team in the Premier League over the last 18 months, 2 years, whatever, having a tricky spell, and everyone's asking what's happened. Now, whenever you set your standards high and do well, you're there to be shot at, and that's what happens.
And we are playing back-to-back games against Cefn Druids. From the positive angle, if you like, from the TNS perspective, we go into the second game after winning the first one 7-0.
Yeah.
But how does that affect the Druids? Because they will be a wounded animal looking to claw back some pride.
Yeah, if you're in that dressing room after you've just got beat 7, it's not nice, not a nice feeling, and you know, you have to regroup and pull together. So if that's going to give them more urgency and you know, more togetherness as a group, then we've got to be aware of that. But if we continue in the same vein and you know, continue that sort of that ruthlessness, that what I've been asking for them, and continue that, then we'll have no problem, because that 11, any 11 that I set out that prepare and continue to work like that, we'll get points, we'll dominate, and we'll go again. But yeah, we're not here to say that we're just going to get 7-8 against Druids again, because I'm sure he'll have something up his sleeve to combat what we're going to do.
And finally, Scott, we do have the suspension with Chris Marriott. This will be his final game.
Yeah.
What's the general injury situation like?
Yeah, Kane missed out the other day. He hurt his hip, and Chris Sargent got a bang on his foot against Llandudno, so you know, they both missed out. Well, they would have been certainly in our thoughts, if not starting the game on Saturday. So Not Saturday. What day are we on? Yeah, Wednesday. So they'll possibly, we'll have to have a look at them today. They'll possibly miss out. But apart from that, I think we're okay.